Investment advisory and financial planning services are offered through Simplicity Wealth, LLC, and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. SEC registration does not constitute nor endorse of the firm, nor does it indicate that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill nor ability. Investing involves risk of loss. Insurance, consulting, and education services offered through Diamond Life Planning is a separate and unaffiliated entity from Simplicity Wealth. This information is provided as a general information that is not intended to be specific financial guidance. Before you make any decisions regarding your personal financial situation, you should consult a financial or tax professional to discuss your individual circumstances and objectives.
Welcome to the Rock My Finances show on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV, where we put the fun in finance. Join Powerhouse Jennifer Jose, CDFA, CMC, and Private Wealth Advisor, as she collaborates with you to create clarity, control, and confidence with your money, your way. It's not about the zeros, so what is it all about? Let's find out. Now here's your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Jose.
Welcome back to Rock My Finances. Hope you're enjoying all these episodes. Please download and share to your favorite ladies that you want to be able to say, I rock my finances too. I always share with my clients, make sure to share this information with your favorite peeps so you can all vacation together, you can all retire together, you can all have a really good time together. Instead of you have that one person that just can't afford to do certain things that you want to be able to do, we want to make sure that we are all in abundance, enjoying life dramatically. We want to be able to show up who we are authentically and have a blast, right? Okay, today we are going to dive into money fear. I know none of you have money fear at all. I know you've never experienced it, midlife transitions, and the myth of feeling behind. Most ladies come in to my practice. I should say almost everyone comes in and says, I thought I'd be in a different place than I am right now. So women's lives are complicated. You might still be married. You might be married for the second or third time. You might have experienced divorce or even widowhood, and now you're in a completely different area of life than you've ever been before. Women have relationships with ourselves, and we have relationships with money. We're built around relationships. So when we suffer something, a trauma or a big transition in our lives, it does affect our money, because how we feel about one thing is how we feel about everything. We are not the best at compartmentalizing what's happening. So we take things on, which means we blame ourselves, we take shame on, and it's so natural for us. We think that that's the way it is, and it's not. We do not have to do that. We absolutely can separate experiences to feelings about the experience. So you might have even had shifts in your career. Back in the day, we'd go to school, we'd get a degree, we'd get a job, we'd be there forever. Now we're changing 9, 10 times a year, 10 times a lifetime. We might have thought we were going to retire early, and we're not. We might still be working. Children leaving home. I don't think any of us understand what that really feels like. First of all, to have a child until you have a child, right? And then 2 children or more. Then we pour ourselves into raising these little humans and doing the best that we all can. And that is our priority. That is our focus. That is our joy. That is our sorrow. That is our everything. And then they're out. They say, okay, I'm out. I'm going to college, moving out, going to trade school, shacking up, whatever they decide to do, they're gone. And we are left with this big empty space that we had this huge priority for the last 20 years. Now we have to fulfill that. How do we do that? That is a huge transition. It's easier for some and not so easy for others. Aging parents. My mom's 93 and she's hilarious. And I'm helping care for her. I do have her in assisted living, thank goodness. I'd be a horrible caregiver, I'm telling you. And that is a transition for us. That is a financial transition. It could be for people. It could be just tugging on my heart, my time spent. I still have, my kids, my mom, so a lot of things happen that transition in our lives. Health changes. we could have had something happen. We could have had an illness. I had a spill and my back is messed up sometimes. I can still do everything. It's wonderful. Love my chiropractor, love all my health team. It's amazing. However, life's changed with that. I can't wear high heels right now. It's driving me crazy. I'm not getting rid of my pumps. I'm not getting rid of my high heels yet. I'm still trying to heal from all this so that I can still wear those one day. Why do I want to wear those? That's a whole nother show, y'all, because that's my vanity for sure. But we'll talk about that on another episode. We want to also recognize that sometimes we just realize ourselves, I am not who I used to be. That could be at any age of our life. It could be midlife. It could be olders, 50s, 60s. It could be 20s, 30s. Doesn't matter. We just realized that we are not who we used to be. And who are we now? Which also triggers our brain to say, okay, who are we becoming? Because now we realize that we thought we knew the way everything was going to go and it's not happening that way. We have to bounce back, enjoy our lives, still becoming who we're going to become. I mean, I still say at 62, I can't wait to know who I'm going to grow up and be. Like we're still just never ending, right? The space in between transitions can be very uncomfortable because we usually like to know what's happening, unless you're one of those wonderful people like my mom, Miss Pollyanna, always happy-go-lucky, always looking at the bright side of things, which is probably why she's 93 and happy still. For others of us who type A maybe, which is totally me, Virgo, I'm in recovery for sure. If I want to know what's happening, I want to know if A plus B equals C, I want to know what's A, what's B, so that if I want C or not. Well, that isn't always the way it is, right? We can just share with ourselves, I'm in transition. And then we start either accepting that or blaming. Like, why am I in transition? What did I do wrong? Why am I in this position? Why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? I didn't plan well enough. I should have not had the conversations the way I did. I should have shown up earlier. I shouldn't have married that guy. I shouldn't have gotten that job. I shouldn't have spent that money. I shouldn't have bought that house. Whatever it might be, we start to blame ourselves. And that doesn't get us anywhere at all. Anybody can relate to blame, right? Like, it's not helpful. So let's reframe all of that past negativity. So here's your homework. You're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to write a big capital T. And on the left side of it, you're going to put the negative thought that first pops up. I like to put the statement on top, I deserve to be wealthy. That hits people either really good or really bad sometimes. So when we write down, I deserve to be wealthy, on the left side, I want you to write down the thoughts that pop up first. I deserve to be wealthy. What is wealth? This is like my first thought. Deserve. What does deserve mean? And no, I don't deserve to be wealthy, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm single now, or whatever thought comes up for you on the left-hand side. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to transition that thought. The one, no, I don't. I am on my way to feeling like I deserve to be wealthy. We have to say the words that our brain will accept. We cannot say, I am wealthy, when we know we are not wealthy or we don't feel wealthy, right? So we have to say the words that our brain is going to go, yeah, okay, I can deal with that. That's true. I am not wealthy. Well, I'm on my way. What is wealth? What is wealth to our brain? Our wealth is an amount of zeros. A wealth is not having to set my alarm tomorrow. Wealth is feeling abundant. Wealth is being able to spend money without worrying about my bank account. Whatever it is, put all the positive things on the right-hand side. So we're going to transform or reframe those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. And we're going to recalibrate the word transition. If that brings a negative connotation to you, reframe that. Transition might be just saying, hey, my new exciting life, right? My new exciting experience. And excitement and stress are very close on the feelings of our body and how we feel that. So if we can switch stress around to excitement, because that gives us a positive connotation, we want to do that all the time. So when we start to feel behind and when we start to feel ashamed, like we should be in a different place, we're behind. Here's a big one, blame. I got screwed in my divorce. How about that? I got screwed at my last job. And some people do get screwed. I'm not saying that that's not a thing. Some people lose money in scams right now. I know a client, actually a friend of mine, her mom answered the phone and got one of those scams that they were trying to get their grandson out of jail or something, and she lost a lot of money. So some people do get scammed around things. I'm not saying these things are not real. I'm just saying that's not where we want to focus. We want to focus on the next best step. And here is your permission to not know everything right now. How do you love that? You're deep in transition, or you know it's coming up. You've had a lot of life behind you. You got life in front of you, and you're not sure where to go. But I want you to know that it's okay to be where you're at right this minute. It is the perfect place for you to be right now. It is okay. It's absolutely okay. No matter what happened in the past, you can change tomorrow by looking at today and feeling differently about today. It is about the F word, y'all. It's about how you feel. It's literally about how you feel. It's not about the zeros. It's not about what happened in the past. It's about how you feel about today, which is why, more homework, write 100 things that you love. I want you in the loving space when you do all your money dates and you do all your money work. Write another list of all your amazing skills and attributes, accomplishments, anything that's great about you. Write it down. Some people can think of 5 things. Some people can think of 50 things. Whatever it is, I want you to look at those lists every day before your feet hit the floor. I promise you, you will have a different day if you do that simple thing, because then you're going to be coming from love and not fear. Our brain is either in love or fear. So if we're fear of money, I want you to be in love with money. I want you to have a good relationship with money. But we have to show up. If we want money to love us, we have to love money. So how are we going to do that? We're going to show up like we're going to be dating money. We want to show up as our best self, which means we're going to put time into it. Set aside 30 minutes a week for your money date, wherever you want to do it, Friday night, Sunday night, during the week. But you want to put on your favorite music, your favorite like I light my candles, I get in my comfy clothes. I want to show up for my money date. All my spreadsheets are pink and purple, my favorite colors. All of my mail, I bring my mail in and I put it on my really cute plate that I love so that I attach good feelings with my bills. A lot of stuff is electronic, right? So I want to make sure I love my space around me. I love my cushion thing that I'm standing on. I love my little pink microphone, right? I want to be in that loving space when I'm handling my money and I'm looking at my numbers. I want to make sure that I'm feeling really good about all that. So it's about the process and feeling good about the process. It's about the F word. We want to make sure that we kick out those old beliefs of I'm feeling behind into, hey, I am in the process and I'm showing up now. Financial readiness versus emotional fear. We're either in one or the other, right? We feel really financially ready, maybe when we get a windfall, or if we didn't spend too much money this month, or you meet with your advisor and you have a good financial plan, you know exactly what you're doing. And even if you feel really, really good and you have few $1 million and you're set, you're retired even, you might even retired early. That was my specialty for a while, as I was retiring women early, because it's not about the zeros. It's about what your lifestyle is going to be about. So it was easy to do, meeting with people and getting to know them and saying, hey, this is how we can make this happen. Very, 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 very fun. Like, I love those meetings. They're so fun. And we can still feel scarcity mode inside of us because it's about the emotional fear around our money. It's not about the zeros in the bank. I can have multimillionaires still not wanting to spend their money. So we have to look at our relationship. We want to look at our foundation around money. We want to look at how we were taught. So in childhood, what was the theme around money? Like my theme in my household was work hard, make money. My parents owned a business. We worked 7 days a week. So it was work hard, make money. That was the theme. And you might not have had a good foundation around it. So we want to create that now. So here's more homework, y'all. Write a letter to money. Yes, write a letter to money. Dear money, I absolutely love you when you're here, and I fear you when you are not here. And I feel really bad about myself when I don't do a good job respecting you and saving you and wanting you around for the future. It could be an angry letter. It could be, I hate you, money, because you don't bring all your friends over. I'm really worried that I'm not going to have enough of you and I'm going to outlive you. Whatever it is, get it out. Get it out. Get it out on paper. Write that letter to money. I promise you, it's going to be enlightening to you. You need to see where your beliefs are. You need to see what's holding you back. I want you to know that you always have options. No matter what, you always have options. Sometimes we feel really panicked around money. Even though we have it and we know what's happening, we can still feel panicked. And why is that? We feel panicked because we have uncertainty. Oh my goodness, if our world has taught us anything in these last several years, it's uncertainty. We have no idea what's going to happen. We feel out of control. Again, Miss Virgo, Miss Type A, out of control is not a good space that I love. So feeling out of control is scary. Past experiences. If anybody's been betrayed, have you all been betrayed? I literally, oh my goodness. So I had a manager that was running my company years and years and years ago. And I was selling my Suburban to her. And I was going to take it out of her paycheck, her payment for it. And so she came over and I had to sign on the pink slip and I was in a real big hurry. I was on the phone. I just grabbed the pink slip. Somehow I signed on the wrong side of the pink slip. So instead of signing as a lien holder, I just signed that I sold it. She drove from my house with that pink slip and sold it to somebody else for 10 grand and left the state. Ugh, how stupid do you think I felt about myself? Oh my gosh, I was so beating myself up for so long. So then what do? Oh my goodness. I questioned all my thoughts. I questioned all my actions and decisions that I was making around money, around everything. I was running my company at that time. I was just questioning everything. So past experiences make a big difference in today's decisions around money. So yes, you get to look at your past experiences. We need to get rid of those feelings around trauma or past betrayals, because even if it didn't have anything to do with money, we bring that into our money relationship. The belief that there's no room for mistakes anymore. Like, I'm never going to make another mistake again. Guess what? That's so not accurate. We are going to make mistakes all the time. That's what life's about. That's just the way it is. And it's okay. We are going to make mistakes. So take that thought out and say, okay, I am in a wonderful relationship with my money right now. I'm learning more. I'm respecting more. It's respecting me more. It's coming around more. I'm going to have fun with my money. I have all my clients, when we do our cash flow, we have a line for fun. It might be a small amount of money in the beginning. In the beginning, years ago, there was an app that you could round up. So if you spent $9.50, it would round up to $10, and the 50 cents would go into this little side bucket. And then they were required to spend that side bucket every month on something that was completely fun, just happy and fun. And the thought is, I want you to plan that for 3 days. So now you're tricking your brain to thinking that you're wealthy because you have extra money to spend, and it has to be on something, I don't want to say necessarily frivolous, but fun. So when I do anything I have my clients do, I've done myself. So I was a single mom, and for me to go to dinner and have a glass of wine and to sit at a nice dinner was was not happening. To me, it was just like, that was like, birthdays or celebrations or something, not just an everyday occurrence. So what I did was I did do that. So I'm sitting around at a fine dining restaurant, amazing. And I'd have a nice glass of wine, look around, feel the energy from the people there, because they're all happy and they're all having a good time, and most, right? And they're having a nice dinner. That made me feel abundant right there. That made me feel worthy. That made me feel like I did something really good with my money. And all I did was save roundup change in an app for the month when I was spending money. So there's lots of tips and tricks that we can do to trick our brain into letting go of the past, stepping into who we are, and creating who we want to become in the future. And we're always going to be becoming, no matter how old we are. I mean, it's just going to be consistent. I know we hit this midlife and we feel like things are completely different now. We're never going to get another chance. We're totally behind. We're almost done working, and we have to be in we have to have so many zeros. We have to be in a certain place with our life. There's so much that we feel like we need to have at this point, and it's just not true. So I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes, but stay tuned. I have a gift for you, and then come right back. Thank you so much.
Wait, the show isn't over yet. There's more fun and finances ahead. Jennifer will be right back as we have a special bonus offer for you right here on Rock My Finances, broadcasting live on K4HD Radio and Talk 4 TV.
Hey y'all, it's Jennifer Jost. Are you ready to transform your relationship with money? Rock My Finances Club is your weekly mastermind for wealth empowerment. Join me live for your personal weekly group video sessions and access your personal portal with the video library at any time, including your success system and way more bonuses. Go to rockmf.com for your financial empowerment. Make yourself a priority today. Schedule a chat with me at rockmf.com and achieve your feminine financial freedom finally. Oh, and don't forget to ask me how to save 50%. See you at our weekly mastermind.
Okay, Rock My Finances on K4HD and Talk 4 TV is back. Once again, let's put the fun in finance with your host and weekly friend, Jennifer Jost.
All righty, let's wrap this up. Thank you so much for staying for this episode. Please download, share. Let's get this information out to all your favorite peeps. Okay, we're going to write 100 things that we love. Yes, 100. It could be like, for me right now, my pillow. I love my pillow. I love my pink microphone. I love a hot shower. I love my hot tub. Tonight I'm going to see a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. I love that. I'm so excited. I love music. Of course, we love our family, our friends, our kids, our siblings, our parents, our animals. I love my cat. We love all these things. But take it a step further. What specific song do you like? What specific artist? Anything that brings you joy, and feel it. When you start saying, I love this, I love that, like, kind of feel it. It's like, oh, I love that. Now, skills and attributes. I graduated high school. Okay. I graduated college. Great. Every time we say something positive, we start to go to the negative. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep going to the positive. I survived trauma. I survived an alcoholic childhood. I survived trauma, and I'm a very happy person every day. I love my hair. Hey, easy peasy, right? Simple things. The gumption to do these podcasts, to stand up in front of people and be themselves. Like, this is scary for me, right? I feel not as good enough as a lot of the time. So I'm very proud that I'm doing this podcast and that I show up every week and be authentic. And I look at my life and I look at myself, and when I make mistakes, I say I'm sorry and I apologize. And I'm nowhere near perfect, and I've got a long way to go. I put my foot in my mouth almost every day. I come off very gruff, and I come off very aggressive sometimes, and I don't mean to be. So one of my skills is looking at myself, recognizing it, and trying to be better. So skills and attributes. Then write a letter to money. Hey, money. Come on back now, you hear? Hey, I'm so sorry. I just respected you in my 20s and I didn't save you earlier. Like whatever it is, just write a letter to money and save it, because you will be writing a different letter after you hear more podcasts and you do some more falling in love with your money. It'll be different. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please share with your people, download, and we're only going to get better. And let us know in the comments. Let us know what you'd like to hear about. What do you want to know more about? And how can we make the F word, the feeling about money, not about the zeros, but about finances and your money, your life, your lifestyle, your way. Feminine financial freedom is what I want for you. So I want you all to be able to listen to these great podcasts, do some work, and I want you to be able to say, hey, I rock my finances.
We appreciate you joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to the Rock My Finances YouTube channel for more engagement and bonus content. Tell me, what is your money story? Let's find out with Jennifer right here on K4HD Radio and Talk4 TV. It's not about the zero, it's about the F word, feelings. Feelings Jennifer can't wait to explore with you next week. Until then, let's all say, I rock my finances.